Hello guys, my name is Suraj Nagarwal and I'm back with a new episode of the Great Marketers Show. The episode with Desmond Nanor. Nanor is a funnel expert, organic marketing expert, and founder of Funnel Utopia and Equity Funnel Labs. He helped his client and students generate over 1 million USDs using the organic marketing on the Facebook. He's also running an interview show in which he just invited 6 to 7 figure entrepreneurs and he just fishing all the way from his place. So this episode will be more about how he used his funnel expertise to help his student to make $1 million. So let me invite the one and only Desmond Nanur in the house. So just hey man, how are you?
Hey, I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
That's really good. I'm so much grateful to have you on my show. Thank you so much for your precious time. And I hope everything is going fine and you are just pushing on the way, right?
Yes, sir.
That's really cool. That's really cool. So I want to share the one more thing here. So let me just introduce you about my show, what exactly my show is.
Mm,
So just give me a second in which I'm just going to set up a one thing here.
mm,
Okay, so what exactly my interview show? It is the show where I just interview the top marketers and the entrepreneurs, where I believe that all entrepreneurs should take off their entrepreneurship hat because of the great marketers, we are able to impact more and changing the more lives. So
mm,
my main intention is to start this show for the marketing purpose,
mm,
and I want to share this story with the people how the other people are using this the marketing tactics to scale their businesses and how they can scale it more. So let's
mm.
get started with the new thing and with the interview. I hope everything is watching live. And if you're just watching us live, then put the hashtag live in the comment. And if you're watching us as a replay, then put hashtag replay. So let's get started with the interview. So, Desmond, I want to ask you your background story. How did you came about, aware about this online journey?
Awesome. Okay. It was maybe in the 1990s, either 1980s or 1990s when my mother, she's from Ghana. I'm African. So my mom is and dad are from Ghana, and my mom had won a visa to come to America. So 1998 is when I was born. I was born in the US, lived here for 2 years, then went back to Africa for like 4 years, then came back. So I pretty much lived in America my whole life. But growing up, we grew up lower middle class. I didn't really, and I just felt like I saw my parents always arguing about money, and so I knew from a young age I wanted to retire my parents. I wanted to become wealthy. I didn't want to like worry about money, right? I wanted to live my life. I wanted to have a great life, the American dream, or what I would call the good life, right? Health, wealth, love, and happiness. I never wanted money to affect that. So, 2017, I graduate high school. Up until that point, you're told, go to college. But I was like, it didn't make any sense. I'm like, okay, am I really about to go in tens of thousands of dollars in debt? 4 more years of school when I already hate school anyway. Like my last 2 years, I was getting C's, D's, E's. I was doing terrible. So does it really make sense for me to go in more debt, go to more school for something I hate when I can just start the business and actually learn how to build a business from building a business? So 2017 was around the time when I discovered Ty Lopez. We were all seeing his ads, and I started to dive deep into his content, and he spoke to me. And so he spoke to me. I ended up buying his course, one of my first few paychecks, as I was working at a golf course. And again, at 2017, 2018, I make my first sale online promoting his product as an affiliate. I later on, I was making having $100 days, $1,000 days, and I didn't really understand. I wasn't really aware, which is what a lot of us marketers are trying to do, is make people aware of the problem, or yeah, pretty much aware of their problems and aware of the new opportunities we try to sell, right? So I wasn't really aware of why I was making these sales online until I discovered Russell Brunson, right? I discovered Russell Brunson, and then I read .com Secrets. It was like a Neo in the Matrix moment. It was like mind blowing. I'm reading this book, and I'm like, oh, this is why I buy stuff online. So I started promoting ClickFunnels as an affiliate. And then all this time, I still wanted to close an agency client because I felt like, because they say everyone's just trying to make $1 million, not because of the money, but because of who you become in the process. So I still wanted to close a client because I felt like the reason I didn't close the client was because I was scared. It was also a little bit of not being confident because I was trying to sell Facebook ads, but I'm like, I really just want to close a client, right? I want to see a $1,000 transaction, a $2,500 transaction, a $5,000 transaction. So 2018, I'm still promoting as an affiliate. 2019, I'm still promoting as an affiliate. 2020, I finally get my first client. Now it was only for $150, right? But it was my first client. It was through organic Facebook marketing. I had made a post in a group. Someone was like, "Hey, do you do this?" Got my first client. Later on that year, during the pandemic, I met my business partner. We started an agency called Expert Funnel Incubator. Closed the client for our first high ticket, my first high ticket client for $4,000, then $5,000, then $8,000, then $14,000. And then, we had worked with Grammy Award winners, a Grammy nominated celebrity, popular influencers, and a lot of coaches and experts. That was kind of our ideal client. And then now, I stopped the agency because I didn't really like the model. I like the clients, but I just didn't like the model. I wanted to work with more established businesses, or if I was working with new businesses, I just wanted to maybe just sell them low ticket offers. So what I'm really focused on now is my company, Funnel Utopia. It's an e-learning business, and then we do also have an agency brand called Equity Funnel Labs, where we work with our clients longer term, no retainers. We believe like we need more than just 3 months to get you real results. Like we want a long term partnership. We want to work with you for a long time so we can really get you results. So that's what I got going on right now. I hope I covered everything.
I hope so. This is literally a good and inspiring story, and I love that you got your first client that was a
Mhm,
450. I can relate that when I was just working as an affiliate marketing, as an affiliate marketer, that was the biggest time when that I have just spent and doing the whole thing like the Facebook lives and all other for 162 days, and I was just promoting it for from last 2 years. One funnel away challenge, but I was not able to get any success. That was a really hard moment. But after a certain moment when I just started this funnel designing industry,
mhm,
uh, my mentor told me that you have a great skill of designing, then you need to start that. And I just got my first client within a 7 days, and I was like, oh man, everything
mhm,
is changed. and
mhm,
and that moment changed the whole scenario.
mhm,
So because of that first client, I built my more faith in this online journey, because
mhm,
that was a very hard moment. Otherwise I will just stop that. So this is the literally a pretty awesome story that you have shared, and the inspired story, and I love that you are just working with a very Grammy Award winners. That's really awesome, and
mhm,
that's built a more authority in the public. So my next thing is, as you working as a funnel builder and also the coaches. So what are the common element needed to be develop a business from this scratch?
Okay, so I really like the name of this show because I always tell people I'm not a business coach, I'm not an agency coach. I predominantly help software companies, agency owners, experts, but I'm not a business coach. I'm not your guru. I'm not your savior. I'm a marketer, right? Marketer and entrepreneur. So, marketing is the very thing that actually creates cash in a business. For somebody to buy from you, there needs to be an offer, right? There has to be, which is something for them to buy, right? Something that actually solves their problem. There has to be a sales process, a way for them to buy. And then there has to be a message, something people are buying into. Nobody buys Coca Cola; they're buying happiness. No one buys your coaching program. They're buying the opportunity to free up more time so they can spend time with their family. They're buying metaphysical concepts: love, happiness, time, right? Things that aren't real but we all know exist. And then for there to be a sale, there needs to be a customer avatar. There needs to be a person you're purchasing from. And all your offer, your message, your sales process all begins with the customer avatar, right? So when it comes to building a business from scratch, I always tell my clients, like, generate the cash first, build the business later, right? You're focused on a LLC, a logo, and all this fancy shit, right? And you haven't even sold a product, validated an offer. You're trying to get money. You don't even know if people want your product or service. So get the cash first, right? Generate the revenue first, build the business later. Because now you have cash, you can hire people to help you. So the idea is you want to take quantum leaps, right? That's how I think. I don't want to become a millionaire in when I'm 60. I'm 23 right now. I'm not trying to become a millionaire when I'm 60. I want it faster, right? Alex Hormozy, or like ClickFunnels, for example, I think he went from 0 to 100 million in only like a couple, like 3, 4, 5 years. Now, obviously, there was a whole process before that, but like in a very short period of time, he made a crap ton of money. Alex Hormozy, he went from, I think it was 0 to 44 million in like 3 years. So when I know that people could take quantum leaps like that, right? I'm thinking, how can I collapse time? How can I move faster? So that's why you hire talent. This is why you put systems in place. And that's all the stuff that it takes to really grow a real business, right? You want to invest in coaching, all that. But again, you need cash to do that. So when it comes to building a business from scratch, generate the cash first, right? Figure out who you want to help, right? Or what sort of skills and knowledge you have, who they would be valuable to, and then just start making free content about it. Like, it's so, like, social media is so easy to easily add people or start driving traffic. And then all your job is to pretty much make content that speaks to them. It builds trust, show that you're a real person. You're not just someone trying to scam people online. And then make offers. Like, the more offers you make, the more money you make. And yeah, just validate your offers, and just pitch, take action, stop thinking so much, and just move, 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 move. Yep.
Yeah, I love your thoughts and the way you describe all the things. Yeah, most people forgot about the investable often, but I like the first thing that you have just mentioned. First, generate the revenue, then build the business. Yeah, when we have the money, we can invite some people
Mhm.
who can just help me to build this, the whole system, the ecosystem in which we are not able to produce the right of content, the email or something. It can be anything, right? And I really appreciate that we are not in the race to make the $1 million or $100 million. We are just making the impact on the people, right? So, as you working as a funnel builder, you just told in the beginning that you have just closed the high ticket, like the 2 grand, 5 grand, 8 grand, 10. And so, what is the best strategy that you use to get your high ticket clients?
So I'm big on this idea of advocates. So how my business partner and I met, first I had added him as a friend on Facebook, and he was just following my content for a while, right? And then he had a client that was paying him money every single month. And then he needed a banner. Now he knew he could have probably went to Fiverr, got it for $5, $10, but he was trying to build a relationship with me, so he paid me for my service. It was like $100 to create Facebook banners, right? He pays me for the banner. And then like a week or two later, I follow up. I'm like, hey, what did your client like the banner? He was like, yeah, cool, but I have a father-in-law who's a 13-time Grammy nominated musician who can't make money because of COVID. And so I thought about this idea of an online concert. I did the whole launch by ourselves. I mean, sorry, by myself. And that's when we had become business partners. So a lot of our clients, I'm gonna get to the point, right? A lot of our clients started to come from my business partner, right? He had built relationships, he had family members, he had worked at a company called the Author Incubator, right? And a lot of these clients were paying a lot of money to learn how to get their book written, right? So he had built a lot of relationships there. So I was the person who kind of built the sales process and the offer, and I helped deliver the offer in our company Expert Funnel Incubator. My business partner was more so in charge of generating the leads, right? And he also did do was part of the sales process. Um, so a lot of our clients were coming from this company that he had built relationships from. He is what I would call an advocate, right? Someone who has access to your audience, um, someone who can vouch for you. They increase your word of mouth. They can refer you business. So he was an advocate for me almost, and then he had an indirect advocate, right? So there's the founder of the Author Incubator. Her name is Angela. So because Aaron was associated with her, that built his authority, and all those clients trusted Aaron. So she almost indirectly advocated for us. Um, with just through association. So all our clients pretty much trusted us. And so when they were joining our group, right, the whole system was he posted on his profile saying, "Hey, we got this group and we're going to be teaching organic marketing and how to grow a thriving coaching business." Right. So all these people would then join the group. We would post content in there, speaking to the problems we knew they had. Right. They didn't know how to get clients. Right. That's like people's biggest problem. They have like they know how to sell their thing. Sorry, they know how to get results. Right. They understand um how to take someone from being a widow to living on past the death of their husband. They could take a teacher to an assistant principal to a superintendent, but they just don't know how to market their product or even how to even structure it. So we just help solve those problems. And then because our clients didn't know how to do the work themselves, they pretty much hired us, right? You give people the information and then you sell the implementation. So they were paying us to pretty much help them build the funnels, help them craft their content, help them craft their offers, and again, generate the cash that they needed to actually grow their business.
Got it, got it, got it. So the thing is, business start with the relationship, as you told that, and you're
Mm,
getting whole traffic from the relationship that
mm,
your partner just made.
mm,
And I thought business is built on these four pillars. Like you need an irresistible offer, the relationship in
mm,
which people can refer you, and the skill, the messaging. I thought the messaging is also important
mm,
because if we are getting the reference and we are not able to messaging them or
mm,
ask the right question, so people won't close on the call, because I face a lot of time that particular issues. I don't know about the others people's system, and I thought because you are just making a good amount and helping a lot of people, so you have the right skill. So I have a more question about this also in for the interview. So what are the roadblocks that people face in their earlier stage of the funnel building business, and how they can overcome that particular thing
So you asked what are some roadblocks people have with growing their
in
funnel
the.
design business?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm always dealing with people 20 in their 20s, people in their 30s, 40s. This is all a game of dealing with people. So there's no secrets, right? I know Russell Brunson, he has .com secrets, expert secrets, traffic secrets. I believe there's only mysteries or things you don't know. So let's say I punch you, right? And I'm like punch buggy, right? You know how people say punch buggy whenever they see like a Volkswagen Beetle driving by, right? So if I punch you and I'm like punch buggy, that car was always there, right? But all of us, but you didn't notice it before. Now every single time you're on looking at the road, now you're noticing this car, right? I remember once I was just randomly like, um I saw a monster truck, and then like for like weeks it felt like I just kept seeing monster trucks, but there's probably always monster trucks on the road. I just never noticed them. So there's only things you don't know. So once you do know, it really comes down to I'm big on mindset, right? I don't really overthink the idea of getting a client. Like, let's say I wanted to make 20K this month and I have a $5,000 service. It comes down to enough people knowing who I am, right? And then when these people have a problem that I solve, it comes down to enough of them being willing and able to spend money with me when that time comes. So I don't know, I post consistently, right? And if I don't know, some people, if any of those people are like, hey, I need a funnel today, they're gonna think of me because I'm constantly staying on top of their minds. And then if four people pay me 5 grand that month, I made 20 grand. I don't really overcomplicate what it takes to make a sale. So once you understand those core foundations, again, your customer avatar, your message, your sales process, your offer, and then it comes down to just putting in the work. I think a lot of people do the bare minimum. They make one post, they reach out to one person, they don't do enough to get clients. Like again, cash creating cash in a business is it just takes marketing, right? Alex Ramosi says from 0 to 1 million is simply just promotion. So earned media, outbound, content marketing, content marketing. There's like 6 different ways to get clients, and people just don't apply all of them. Um, so I think number one, people just do the bare minimum. I just don't think they put in the work. But we also live in the law of polarity, right? So there's good messaging, there's bad messaging. There's a good offer, there's a bad offer. So when those pieces aren't in place, you're not gonna make a sale, right? You're gonna make posts, they're gonna get ignored because your messaging sucks or your customer avatar sucks. So I have a student, right? James Toko, founder of SaaS Acquisition. He was trying to like sell TikTok ads to real estate agents. He was getting group members. He was driving the traffic. It was all super targeted. But when he would get on calls with them, they would, be like, "Hey, send me a proposal," and you know what that means? They're gonna ghost you, right? Um, or reference, give me a reference or something. And he just was not. The offer was not selling, so he switched one element, which was the customer avatar. You switch the second element, which was the offer. Same message, he's pretty much going to help you get more customers. And then same sales process, adding people, taking them to a group, hitting them up a messenger, getting them on a call, invoice sent. Right. So he changed three, no, I think it was two elements. He changed two elements, and his results are different. He made his first $10,000 in less than 60 days, and now he's aiming to scale to 60 grand. And there's going to be the same process, right? It's going to be the exact same process. Get traffic, post content that speaks to them, um, and get them in the sales process and get them to pay you money. So I think the second problem, other than knowing how to get clients, is literally not having the right foundations set. Yeah, because sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but even like the highest paid basketball players, what are they doing? All they're doing is shooting, passing, and dribbling. They just do the same things over and over again. So at some point, getting a sale online is just like doing the same thing over and over again, right? Producing the same water bottle over and over again is the exact same process. It's just like just keep repeating the process and just get more people at the top of the funnel. I think people's biggest problems, like Grant Cardone says, is just literally obscurity. Like not enough people think about you when they have a problem that you solve. They just there's not enough people don't think about you, right? You have no one referring you, but you don't have advocates referring you business, advocates tagging you under post. Your branding sucks. Your offer sucks. Like those foundations are just all messed up, right? So I think that those are the few problems people have.
That's really cool. That's really cool. You just fill this interview with the value bombs, and I really appreciate that there is a no secret. Russell told us that yeah, you write the exact thing. Everything is right there, but we are not able to look at that particular
Mm,
thing. When we read that particular experience or the knowledge from the books, then we are able to
mm, mm,
at that particular things. And yeah, business is almost about producing the same thing
mm,
each and every time, and we can just become the good and become the unstoppable in that, and we can just
mm,
make it the exact same thing about the Russell Brunson have just made this type of success from last 15 years of hard
mm,
work, and he's doing the same thing, promotion and
mm.
everything. He just made the exact success, and
Mm.
I hope you will be the next 10x of the 2cc winner, and I hope I will just capture the image with you in the
Uh,
future, definitely. Yeah, definitely, man.
In
Yeah,
due
so
time, in due time, man. Again, I don't overcomplicate business. Like, I just think about how I purchase products and services. Like, if I want to purchase a service from somebody, right, I can quickly see your branding, see what you have to offer, and know whether I want it or not. Know if I'm capable of investing or not. I don't need you to hit me up in my inbox 20 times a day saying, "Hey, Desmond, are you there? Hey, Desmond, are you there?" Trying to get me on a call. So I don't preach appointment setters, right? I never really aspired to have a sales team because I personally don't want to get on long ass calls to buy a product or service. I just want to know what the offer is, and then I just want to go through your funnel and purchase. So I don't talk about building sales teams, right? I just like to keep things super simple, and I just like to just keep it stupid simple. Like literally, if I want water, I go and get a water bottle. If I need help with TikTok, I find somebody who I might go to a group, I might go to Fiverr or whatever, right? It's like I just think about how I purchase and then think about how I can get other people to do the same thing with me. It's not some stupid tactic or some hack. It's not changing your button color on your funnel from green to yellow. It's not like tricks and hacks. It's like you're dealing with people. Your product or service is simply solving a problem, and you're just making yourself known so that when people think about you, they purchase from you. And online, how you do that, right, is through content. What is content? It's simply just communication in the form of audio, video, or text, right? That's how we communicate offline, whether it's through a letter, writing on a letter, talking to each other face to face. All everything we do offline is simply just being translated online, right? And how you communicate with people is the difference between them doing what you want, right? How you communicate with a woman is the difference between you, like how you do it is the difference between her wanting to sleep with you or her calling you a complete weirdo, right? How you present yourself, for example, your branding when you go to a job interview. Do you come looking dusty and your I don't know, your shirt is wrinkled, or do you come with a shirt that's been ironed, and do you come presentable, clean haircut, right? So all these principles that we use online are the same principles used online, and I really just do not overthink when it comes to getting a sale.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for the pretty description or the pretty describing the whole thing. I really appreciate that your words, really. And people are forgot that this simple thing that everything resonate with our real life, how we
Mm,
can resolve the problem. It can become our business. It will become our framework for the whole entire
mm,
business. But people are forgot this simple, keep it simple thing,
mm,
and it's a very very simple thing, but and people make it so much complicated and they just got stuck and they need again the mentor and all other things. So
mm,
I got that. So for the interview I have the counter question which is really more about the marketing. So what will be your advice for the people who are doing the online business with the organic marketing using the funnels?
mm,
How do they scale their businesses to $10,000 to $100,000 while having the impact on others?
mm. So I had a client, Claudia Carba, did $100,000 with the challenge funnel, all hosted in a group. I helped her I taught her everything about organic marketing. I built a funnel for her, did 100K with a challenge funnel. I had a students, Chase Snow and Kim Snow. They scaled their business to 50K a month, 7-figure agency, all through organic. Daniel Jones, down to his last dollar, he scaled his recruiting agency to 6 figures, $10,000 or more per month. I just have a ton of students, again, anywhere between 10 to 100K students and clients. And so you asked what's some marketing advice. So I believe that your offer should pretty much sell itself. It should be super clear. People should never feel like I don't know what I just bought into, right? You should never be like manipulating people with your marketing in a way that like you're preying on their emotions. You're like, hey, like, don't you want to quit your miserable job and this and that so that you can make all this money and live this laptop lifestyle? And then by the end, when they purchase your product or program, your product or offer or service or whatever, they don't really know what they bought into, and then at the end of the day they never get results, and now they're $5,000-$10,000 in debt. So you should be really clear on your offer. Your messaging should speak to people. It shouldn't be making any crazy claims like I can help you make hundreds of thousands of dollars when you haven't even made your first $1,000, or you don't have any client and student results for that. You don't need to do that. And and then as far as like traffic goes, it is I think it's very simple to generate traffic. Again, there's like only 6 ways to get clients. I wish I could pull up an image. It's I have an image that I got from an Alex Ramosi presentation. It was like earned media, outbound, referrals, affiliates. There's like 6 different ways to get clients. So um if you're not using any one of those strategies on a day-to-day basis, it can't be a surprise to you that you're not getting clients. So whatever you choose to do, I'm like the inbound guy, right? With organic marketing, all I do is Facebook is very simple. Just add people from targeted groups, right? You've probably heard it before. Add people from targeted groups. Best if you pay to be in these communities, like you bought a course and there's like some free community attached to the course, or private community. Join these groups, add people, comment, like leave comments that are super valuable, and just engage in those communities. Get people on your funnel, right? Or profile funnel. I call myself the profile funnel king, right? Get people on your profile, make sure your branding's on point. Think of it like a landing page, hook, story, offer. Like, make sure your bio says exactly how you help people. On your pinned post, tell a story, right, about your new opportunity. You can go to my profile to see how I do this. And then all your content, right, like communicate similar to how webinars or VSLs communicate, how they can how your system can get you a result. And then, you know, you can take people to a group, or you can just take people to a calendar. And I just like to keep things stupid simple. And with content, just document. That's like the biggest thing for people. They struggle with content. I think when you're living your truth, like actually building businesses, or doing your thing, it's easy to create content. It's easy for you to show a boomerang of your funnel design because you're actually building funnels, right? I know some people will literally go and steal. They'll go and to other funnel agencies or freelancers and copy and paste their funnels and post it like it's theirs, right? That's you're gonna get caught pretty quickly. Like, people are gonna find out you're doing stuff like that. So, like, before you have a client, you can still get a ClickFunnels subscription and go and design funnels and then make mock-ups and post that. You can do interviews and learn from people in your industry and share what you're learning there. You can take on free clients. You can do whatever you got to do to just be able to document what you say you can help your clients do. That's how you build trust. That's how you get people to want to reach out to you and work with you instead of you chasing them. They'll come to you. So I hope that answered your question.
Got it. Got it. That's literally awesome. That's literally awesome. I want to one ask you the one more thing about the irresistible offer. Could you share the few tips about how we can just create the irresistible offer for our business?
Mhm. So I do want to back up. I do want to say something. I'll answer that question, but I want to talk about messaging because, again, that's very important. Like, documenting your journey is how you can tell a story, right? A lot of people will tell, or a lot of what I see is people will tell the story after the fact. Like, that's why it's hard to believe some people. Like, hey, I went from broke and now I'm making a bunch of money. It's hard for people to believe you because, like, they didn't really see the come up, right? So messaging, you could just change the word for story. It's the same word. It's just, some marketer out there decided to uh create the word messaging, and now they're interchangeable. Story, transformation, messaging, same thing, right? Show people the transformation. If you like do car detailing, right? You clean cars, show a really dirty car, then show the car cleaned. If you have a cleaning business, show the house really dirty, then show the house clean, right? If you have funnels, show an ugly funnel or a funnel making no money or low conversions, and show now that show how you're getting more conversions and making more money, right? Show, don't tell, right? Again, that is the very thing that makes people want to buy what you have. So once people have the desire, right? As far as your offer goes, right? I made an offer the other day for a done for you offer. Like, it was literally like, hey, you get 3 interviews. We'll turn this interview into TikTok reels, and then will create some Facebook posts, right? It was very clear exactly what I'm going to do. There was no confusion. It was like, this is something tangible I'm going to get when I purchase this offer, and it sold within 24 hours. It was just a test. Um, so as far as creating an offer, once you have the desire for, once you've created desire for what you have, creating the offer, I mean, simple framework, like, what is your core thing? You're selling Facebook ads, right? You're managing someone's Facebook ads, and then solve all their other problems they're gonna have later on. Add support, right? Add just name every single little detail as part of the offer. So, like, for funnels, right? Just to make it simple, done for you graphics up to 5 pages, done for you copy, all your pages set up, sales funnel strategy, right? Help them actually drive traffic to the funnel so it can make money. Help them audit their offer. again, support. Every problem they're possibly going to have, just solve that, and then you're going to continue to be able to charge more and more because you're offering more with your offer. So I think, and then paying attention to the times, like where is money moving, what are people spending money on currently. Like content is super big, right? You have a lot of marketers out there that are making people aware, right, aware of how powerful content marketing is. I constantly will talk about Gary Vee or Alex or Mosey because they're like, everyone's aware of them. And then when I'm trying to pitch the idea of content, I'm indirectly having them advocate for me because they're saying this and I'm saying this. So what I'm saying must be true, right? So I'm constantly mentioning their names when I'm talking about content because I'm selling offers around content now, right? And content is just one of those things everyone is like struggles with. Again, we're solving problems here, and when you can offer a done with you or a done for you offer, it's going to sell easily. It's like something people are going to see, and then they'll be like, boom, I need this. Like, how do we get started? They'll pay you within hours because it just sells itself. There doesn't have to be some long sales process. It's just like it sells itself. I think a good offer should sell itself. It should not be hard. People should not, like, again, not know what they're buying into. I think that's why a lot of people get burned with coaching programs or services because you're selling like the dream. You're selling the laptop lifestyle. You're selling they could quit their 9 to 5, but like, what exactly am I doing to get there? And then how exactly is your offer helping me? What is in this offer, right? So yeah, just make your offer very clear and just know where your person is when you're making this offer. Don't try and sell funnels to somebody who doesn't know what a funnel is. Make sure they know what that is first and why it's important. Then selling the funnel will be easy.
This is easy peasy. I really love your answer. I really love your answer. And this is the mic drop thing.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate that you are sharing this golden nugget with us. And people have forgot this keep it simple thing. How we can just show them the what exactly we are doing,
Mm-hmm.
from how we can help them to achieve this particular desired result. For this, we have this particular business. I really appreciate that. So, could you share where people will connect with you
Mm-hmm.
on what will be the best place where you can connect with the people? Is there any group or something? I have a one link that I have just mentioned in the
Mm-hmm.
book. I
Mm-hmm.
thought
Mm-hmm.
exact. You can share if is there anything where people will can connect with you?
Yeah, so the idea when you go to Funnel Utopia is that you'll like be indoctrinated into my community. You could join my email list and you'll be able to see all our YouTube videos. You'll be able to learn more about my story and all our different offers. I like to take everyone to my Facebook group, the Spiritual Laws of Marketing. That's where I try and get everyone into so that you can catch the live interviews and so I can really see who is really interested in learning more about me, and then we can connect, have conversations and then see if it makes sense for us to work together and for you to join one of my programs. So funnelutopia.com. Yes sir.
That's really cool. People will connect with you definitely. Is there anything that you want to share with my audience and the people?
Mhm. So I made a post yesterday. It said, once you have an orgasm, you know what the 100th will feel like. Once you've made $1, you will know what a million feels like. Once you've driven a car, you know what they all feel like. Chasing more will stop you from living in the now, which is the only way to enjoy life. So I listen to a lot of successful people, right? I have friends who made some money. I listen to Alex Ramosi, and they all say the same thing. Like they got there and it was not what it was cracked up to be. It was like, oh, once I make the money, then I'll be happier. Once I make the money, et cetera, et cetera. And then they all say like just enjoy the journey. Even like you may be in a fucked up position, in a bad position, and so you're trying to do whatever, right? You're trying to go from 0 to 100. You're trying to lose fucking 50 pounds in 1 week. You're trying to make $1 million in 2 weeks, but it's not going to work. Number one, and number two, you just have to learn to live in the moment and just appreciate everything that the world has to offer. Like, they say that the healthy person worries about 1,000,001 things, but the sick person only worries about one thing, right? Which is their health. So the fact that, like, again, as corny or cliche as it sounds, like if you got both your parents like there's someone out there that has millions of dollars and will give all that money just to have their mom back. You know, there's again, somebody that's sickly that wants their health back, right? Just the fact that you can wake up today, you can breathe, you can see, you can enjoy what life has to offer, you can go to a waterfall, you can go to a national park. That's enough to literally wake up and be happy and just enjoy the journey, because that's where the fun is, just living it now. And yeah, life is more of a spiritual game too. I believe life is more of a spiritual game than it is a physical game. Again, love, happiness, self actualization, these things are not like physical things, but we know they exist, right? It's only when we're in like places of scarcity and low vibration, and we operate at low vibrations, do we care about food and money and all these material things. This is when you're feeling anxiety and depression and sadness. So um, learn how to master your mind, right? That's also how you get people to give you money. Learn how to master your own mind for your own, good, right? For your own happiness, so that you can live in desirable states more often than not. You got people working jobs they hate all the time, so they're constantly depressed. You got people in relationships they shouldn't be in, and they're always complaining about them. You got people eating bullshit. You're eating this, pork, you're eating bull testicles and pork and all types of nonsense. You're just putting whatever in your mouth, and you wonder why you're in this undesirable state. You feel sluggish and all that. So yeah, you learn how to master your mind, control your eating, learn how to not get with someone because of lust, but rather because of love. I mean, you actually love them, their personality, all that. Focus on mastering the mind and just living in it now.
This is really appreciate that. Everything, yeah, literally depends on the spiritual thing. Everything depends on our mindset.
Mhm.
95% things are mandatory, or you can say 95% things are depends on our mindset. How we are thinking. And
Mhm.
Bob Proctor have the program that is called the Thinking into Results, and the
Mhm.
other program which he just teaching the same thing about how we can just create the prosperity in our life.
Mhm.
So I really appreciate that. And one more time, I want to say thankful, and I'm so much grateful to have you on my show. Thank you so much for your precious time. I really appreciate that you have shared all the value bombs and the golden nuggets with my audience. And I hope people are watching this as a replay and the live, then they can just mention that the golden nugget in the video or in the live. So I really appreciate that. Let me finish the interview, and I will connect you for a while.
Thank you,
Thank you,
man.
man.
Peace.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Peace. So, as you see, Desmond Noor has shared a lot of golden nuggets, a lot of values. He just shared that the main thing was you need to understand how you can produce the same thing again and again, and become the master in that. So this is all about how you can scale your business and how you can do the marketing. Marketing have the pillars in the video Desmond had shared with us. So we need to figure out how we can just become the master in that, and how we can just fire someone else to do that particular work. The main thing I want to share what was the interview was, or the one thought that he just shared with us. But first we need to make the money. First we need to take the revenue first, and then we can just hire anyone to do the work with for us. So I really appreciate the few things and really appreciate the whole interview. That was a really valuable. And if you're just getting any issues or facing any problems with your funnel business, then you can just connect with the people who are just making already or helping other people to making the $1 million, which is came on our show and giving his time to share his experience, knowledge, and whatever he is doing in his business. He just share reveal his secret, right? So thank you so much, and I will be back with a new episode, and I hope you will like this one. And if you have any feedback, then please mention in the comment. I would really appreciate your feedback. Thank you so much.